fuck with me to get to you. Oh yeah, that's bitch ass Manny. He always tries to say he's my daddy, bro. You have no kids, bro. No woman has found you fit to mate with. You're a failed son. You know what a failed son is? You're the son that failed. You're the son that lives with the daughter who did not fail. You're a bum. You're an inferior man.
Old.
You're a tiny small man.
Oh, fuck.
You're physically weak and intellectually fucking mediocre. Right? You're mad. No, don't block. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Don't block and bring him back.
Yeah.
Then come back in.
You're a bitch, bro, and that's why you're trying to fucking scam and grift on the internet with your fucking midlife crisis indigenous identity, bro. What'd you tell me that your fucking sister told you one day? She said, hey, bro, I remember when you used to be normal. They're fucking ashamed of you, bro. They're embarrassed of you. You're like a spectacle, bro.
I
You walk
remember
around
that.
with fucking bandanas on your head, trying to look like the most indigenous man to ever indigenous, bro. And meanwhile, nobody who's actually indigenous fucking dresses like you, bro. You look like a cartoon character. You're embarrassment, bro. You're stupid. We're in the modern age, bro. Native Americans don't walk around dressed like shamans, fool. Get a regular fucking
He
wardrobe.
does look like a whole ass pretendian. I mean, the ones who are going around with headdresses and shit.
For reals, dude. Goofiest shit I've ever seen, dude.
The funny part is how he was trying to degrade me on his live, and everybody just sat there and fucking let him.
Well, I didn't let him. I wasn't.
No, not you.
Yeah.
Everybody on their side.
Yeah, I never appreciated how how Mona was so fucking callous towards you when you were needing emotional support. He treated you like a burden, like fucking. And you know what? That night that you were reaching out for help, and I asked you for all your personal information in case I needed to come, check on you, right?
Yeah.
I wrote that down on my pad. A few weeks later, after they decided they were done with you, Mona was trying to get me to give him your information, the information that you gave me in trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
And fucking, I told him, I was like, nah, dude, I ain't gonna give you that shit, bro. What the fuck? Why? Just leave her alone, dude. Like, I didn't take that information so I could dox her later. I took it in case she needed help, right? And I meant that shit. When I extend support like that, it's sincere. It's not a ploy to try to get your info so I can fuck you over later. I want to do that. So yeah, I never give him that shit, but he tried. He tried to get me to give it to you. Give it to him.
The fucked up part is I left her all alone, was quiet, fucking was doing my own fucking thing. These motherfuckers wanted to drag me into some drama that wasn't even mine.
And what'd you do that was so wrong? I mean,
I don't fucking know.
you supposedly leaked his tribal ID. Well, it's a fucking fake ass looking ID if I've ever fucking seen one. I mean, it's embarrassing, dude. Like when he first showed me Injustice, I was embarrassed for him. I was like, bro, I told him, I was like, bro, go get your fucking, if you have it in your wallet, go get your fucking wallet, turn your fucking camera on and show us, bro, because that shit is not passing the smell test. I'm sorry. That shit is not passing it, bro. And you are making me look stupid as fuck with this fake ass ID. You know what? And then fucking, he's like, okay, yeah, I'll just go get it right now. Yeah, I'll just go get it. And then he fucking hung up the phone, never came back. Wouldn't answer the phone for hours. Couldn't talk to him for like 2 days later. And I'm supposed to be mad at you. I'm supposed to ostracize you and alienate you because you allegedly, even if you did, let's say you did. I mean, what'd you do that was so bad? You exposed his fake ass looking ID. He shouldn't be telling people he's a mono if he's not. He shouldn't be showing fucking IDs if he's not. It's fucking bullshit. Especially when like, he got all mad at me because I said, I've been dealing with years of grief for having to defend you, bro. He's like, well, don't defend me then, bro. Don't defend me, bro. And it's like, okay, well, I have defended you for years of people accusing you of not being a mono, right?
Yeah.
And fucking turns out the whole time you were fucking lying to me, bro. Blowing smoke up my ass. I know more about monos than he does. I know more about their culture and history than he does. Fucking, I remember when I first met Mono, I asked him, what language do the Monos speak? Right? Because I wasn't sure if they spoke Yocut or if they were of a
That
different
card is on the
language.
internet.
Who?
I
What?
told
That
you.
card is on the internet. Hold the fuck up. Give me a second.
The what?
The card.
It's on the webpage.
My
The one that
baby.
you can
My baby.
use.
Oh, my baby.
So are you telling me though that Manny was upset about the video with him and Dean?
No, he was upset about me.
It's right
denouncing him
fucking
for-
there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he just put his face on it, dude. It's like, come on,
I
man.
know. I already fucking
He was upset that I called him out for calling Dina Mayate, and that's when he like made the separate group and didn't include me, and then he started saying, oh, because it was my fault that that fucking justice is toxic to the Native community. I'm like, why? How? What did she do? I mean, she fucking, in my opinion, backstabbed you when it came to fucking Woken, right? But she didn't owe any loyalty to fucking Mono. And she didn't. She's not even the one that showed his ID. We thought it was her because he showed us, being her, that fucking ID first. We didn't know that fucking that he showed Native Baddie too. But fucking it's like, dude, she really didn't do anything to us except for me. But like, if I'm not fucking tripping on her, why are you tripping on her? She's, you know what I'm saying? She didn't side against you. She sided against me. So why are you making it about you? You know? And fucking so, but that was just he's wanted to out me from the group for a while because I call him out on shit all the time. Because I know, despite what people say about me on the internet and on YouTube, like, I'm not a racist. I'm not anti-black. And I'm not a misogynist. I don't hate women. Like, I support women's rights. Fucking, I support Black Lives Matter. In my activism, I've literally helped the black community, and I've helped women, and I've helped immigrants. And those are all things that I've heard Manny talk shit about. So, like, I'm going to bump heads with him, and I'm genuine about that type of shit. It's just that, like, fuck, I don't think that all the people that argue with us are, like, completely genuine themselves. So when I feel like there's this disingenuousness on both sides, it makes it hard to make a judgment call. But fucking, as far as him, we've disagreed about lots of things this whole time. And I would have never made friends with him, or not. I wouldn't even say that we were friends. I would say more like we had like a shaky truce. I agreed to stop fighting with him and allow him to share space with me without, having an explosion on the basis that we don't talk about certain topics such as immigration, because the way he talks about immigration, the way he talks about paisas, is fucking disrespectful. He's they're not connected. They're not connected to Native American culture, and they kiss up to the white man, and they fucking try to work for the white man and take American jobs. I don't give a fuck if we're connected or disconnected. I know that most Mexicans identify as mestizo, but that's something I'm trying to change. That's like one of my goals in life, is to influence that to change. So why would I discard the people who I want to adopt or readopt their indigenous identity? Like, you're wanting to say fuck them, cast them aside, and just be like, oh, I'm an American Mexican indigenous, and let me go fucking dick ride Lakotas and try to steal their fucking medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like, your own people have medicine, Manny. Your own people have medicine. You don't need to steal someone else's. You don't need to steal peyote. That's not your people. The Mexica don't do peyote. That's like the fucking the Hopi and the Pond, not the Pawnee. I forgot everyone who does peyote, but I know it's not fucking Mexica.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sundance, that's Lakota.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you doing all these northern indigenous
peyote
medicine?
up there too for the Native American church. They do peyote ceremonies too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
Well, I mean, I'm speaking just like traditionally though.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like who originated it, right? It was like the Hopi and the the Nevada area. Fuck, I forgot their names.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Originally
I used to know
Y'all
him with
unblock
them.
LJ?
Huh?
Can you guys unblock LJ?
Shit. I mean, I've heard that guy say some pretty fucking racist shit against Mexicans. What was that? Who?
mainly towards
Dude, block that piece of shit. Okay.
I also told him that if he tries to contact me again on another profile, I will file harassment.
Yeah.
Because this is ridiculous.
I mean, what's LJ got to say? Like, if he's gonna come in here talking shit about Mexicans and saying I'm not fucking,
Oh, he
I'm
won't.
not claimed by nobody. It's like, bro, you don't know who I'm claimed by.
Oh,
I don't see his
I
shit in
didn't
here,
know
by
you
the
guys
way.
had beef like that.
Yeah, he's called me. He said racist shit against Mexicans and tried to say that I'm a pretendian, that I'm not claimed. I'm claimed by my people in my
Well,
town.
literally, if we're trying to squash shit,
I mean, if he wants to check himself on that shit, I mean, he can. But I don't see
if he
I
does
don't
go
see.
off that way, then I understand why you would
Yeah,
do it. But I mean, we're all trying to give each other a chance, right?
you understand why you do what?
I said if he pops off like that, I understand why you would.
Okay, yeah.
But if we're trying to start over and
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that. It's just I don't see his
Point of
his
view.
profile in here. What's his profile name?
what is it
I
anyway?
don't know.
I don't even know what one he has.
No. So, well, yeah. If you send it and then block, you'll still see it. Yeah. Yeah. No. JT Allen's weird ass is writing my wife. JT Allen, if you're listening to this live, which I'm sure you are, don't you ever fucking speak to my wife again, motherfucker. We don't want nothing to do with you. Don't ever speak to me or my wife, ever. I don't care what you have to say. I don't fucking care. Go away.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't care how mentally challenged you are, fool.
That's what I told him. I was like, freaking behavioral.
What's his profile name? Anybody know? Sorry.
Like behavioral
Lakota something, isn't it?
or continuously harassed women online.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially his track record.
I think he's
I
going
I
by
was like, the fucking weird as fuck.
Red Road Warrior 2. but yes,
What?
that
Red Road Warrior 2?
that guy's scratching his butt.
I don't have a.
Lakota
I don't
goes.
have.
It's Lakota goes to where?
Oh, and
I
look
don't,
at
I think I have him blocked. I don't see him blocked in here.
okay. I'm like, he's under. I didn't know he's going by that name.
No, but
You don't see indigenous people in here? What the fuck? Who the fuck said that?
you said that.
That's probably fucking Mona or some shit.
Yeah, his girlfriend's Williams syndrome or some shit like that. Yeah. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, shouldn't you like not be having sexual contact with someone who's that cognitively impaired? You fucking weirdo. How about you stop touching that poor girl? Fucking weirdo. Yeah. JT Allen's a piece of shit. We should all just, block that guy. I'll never make peace with that weirdo.
I always keep them blocked. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's just creepy and gross, dude. It's gross. But yeah, I don't see him in here. Anyone to unblock? Tell him to just come on one of his other accounts. I'm sure he has some.
With all the indigenous people, all from the top of the head to the tip of the tail of Turtle Island.
I mean, that's one people's story. My people's story. But I mean, yeah, I understand though. I know what you mean.
But we're all indigenous to North America, and I'm just like, I've been trying to understand like what they're even trying to say. Like, are they trying to claim that they're indigenous? And then I'm hearing all kinds of like the story changes every second. It's That's Alive where they were saying that America is the original Egypt and that Jerusalem is in America, and I was just like, what? Like,
well, let me just inform you real quick. I hope because I really want to move on from that subject to something else, but what their belief is that when the colonizers got here in 1492, that when they reached the Americas, they did not encounter people that were of let's say traditional Native American people like we would think in our heads, like brown skinned people with straight black hair and various heights or whatnot, right? Various regalias and all that. But what they claim is that they encountered what we would call today black people or African American people, and that the original inhabitants of this land were black people, and that the regular Native Americans or indigenous Americans are actually Asians from Mongolia or Siberia who were brought here by white people and trained in residential schools. This is the most fucked up part, to replace them as the Native
What?
Americans. And there's been a whole rewriting of history to hide this truth, and that black people are not really from Africa. They're actually the real Native Americans, and this is their land. Nobody else's, and we should all get out and give them their land back.
Well, this is
Mateo, I have
really
a question for you. Can I ask really quick?
What?
Why is it that the Turtle Island doesn't include your people?
White people have their own creation story that doesn't have a turtle island in it.
Who are these people that you're talking about?
The Stecco people.
The Stecco people?
Our creation story is, it has, you know, a dear God, and they have two children who bring the land out of the ocean by splitting the sea with a great axe. That's like a giant axe, right? So like the way that the land came to be, the creation of man and human, was by a God, a dear God, and by literally forcing the land out of the ocean. So there was no mention of a turtle. There was mention of how the land was raised out of the ocean, but they never referred to it as a turtle. And there was a giant axe that they used to do it. So I mean, I'm just saying that, not like I appreciate the Turtle Island story, and I respect everyone's creation story, and I think it's beautiful, but it's just not mine. It's not, my people don't believe in that. So like, that's some people's creation story, but it's not mine.
well. In all fairness, sorry. The turtle, from my understanding, the Turtle Island story can vary throughout Turtle Island, but yeah, the context is that land was risen from the waters that is shaped like a turtle, which is all of North America, right? Like the top
I guess
of
we
the
share
turtle.
that common, that part, yeah. Yeah, I think
Sorry?
we share that part. I said I think we share
Yeah.
that part in common, the part about the land raising from the ocean. That makes
Yeah, which is why we call it Turtle Island, and then it became inhabited by over 2,000 indigenous tribes. So,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to.
I'm not trying to
understand
denounce it or anything. I'm just saying like that's just not what my people say. Like we all have, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
fair
sure
enough.
people from different parts of the Americas have different stories from mine too. You know, they're all beautiful, and I respect and honor all of them.
Right.
But yeah, so that's what a wabo is, and really this background, it has the Turtle Island on it, but it's not talking shit about Turtle Island. This
No, I didn't take that at all. I took that
All
as
right.
like an understanding of the land of North America and what it originally was,
Well,
and
this
who was
background though
originally here.
is talking shit about somebody. It's somebody who unfortunately has appropriated this this cultural, oral tradition for fucking nefarious means.
Well, my understanding is that they're like using the context of the Bible, and for me, like I'm Tlingit, right? My people come from like Alaska and Canada, right? So we kind of bordered around there. But our indigenous people, we've been here since time of millennia. We predate the Bible, so I mean,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
to me, it just doesn't even make sense that would
Yeah.
even be
It's not even chronologically possible. Like the Bible's only 6,000 years at max.
right.
And
That's what
like
I'm
according to
saying.
all modern science, Native Americans have been here in excess of 32,000 years. So how could we possibly be influenced by a religion that is not even a quarter of our age on this
Yeah.
land? It's not possible. It's completely untrue.
Yeah, and I mean, my Tlingit people, their religion and our spirituality and our culture has absolutely nothing to do with religion. In fact, religion and Christianity is the very colonization ideals which took over and colonized
Be careful
us,
saying
right?
all that. Legal just got here, and she gets very sensitive when you say shit like that. No,
Sorry, my
no, it's all right.
apologies. I'm new to the
people
group. I was
my
just
people, the
curious.
Mixteco people, are predominantly Catholic. They practice a form of Catholicism that incorporates our indigenous spirits as saints. But I don't practice that because I hate Christianity and I hate Catholicism specifically. But I don't. When it comes to my people and their choice to do that, I don't criticize them. I just let them do their thing. It's just not for me. I try to connect with them in every other way besides that. But when it comes to, I refuse to be a Catholic over my dead body. But I do know, I understand that some of our brothers and sisters that are indigenous still practice at least an indigenized form of Catholicism, if you will. And I respect that. But as far as for me, never, never. I have to say that because Legal will be up here with the guest request in a fucking heartbeat and start crying at me. I said
Well,
something.
listen, I have no problem with it either. I'm just like, factually, it just doesn't, the two don't combine. And, in Canada, because of colonization, that there's some eeriness there, right? Because, I mean, that unfortunately, religion was used as a tactic to colonize us, right?
Yeah, I feel like really, like speaking of that, to parlay to what this live was meant to be about, like the people I'm criticizing here have tried to use religion to criticize me. I've been called a Satanist. I've been called a devil worshiper, and it's like, why, bro? Because I'm not a Catholic. I'm not a Christian. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in your colonized slave religion. And this guy Manny, or Road Warrior, whatever the fuck you want to call him, he's supposed to be anti-Catholicism too. But it's just funny how he seems to get real Catholic or real Christian, but he thinks that I'm his enemy and that I'm apparently I'm a Satan worshiper because I have a Halloween decoration on my wall. It's fucking weird how, and like they talk about other people like Tilika or Lorena who practice, they pay homage or they pay tribute to Santa Muerta, which is it's a Catholicized indigenous spirit is what it is, right?
Yeah.
And they call that witchcraft, and it's like who determines what witchcraft is? Because everything our people did was called witchcraft by the Catholics. Everything that our people did that wasn't Christian was considered heathenism and witchcraft. Like witchcraft is a colonizer's way of disparaging indigenous spirituality. It's always witchcraft or paganism, right? So
yeah, I'm sure. Well, I can't assume everyone knows, but I'm sure people know about like the indigenous people in residential schools here, which would be the same thing as Indigenous Americans and boarding school, right? My father was an residential school survivor, and the last residential school actually closed down in just 1997 in Canada. So, and it was infiltrated through like these religious cult-like practices, right? And the same thing happened. Like this religion was used as a way to demean the indigenous people and basically say that we were witches and all of this other stuff as well. So I'm hearing a lot of similarities and familiarity with that. I'm really perplexed with this group, and I'm just like, and I'm kind of seeing it's kind of trickling into Canada, and I'm seeing Canadians kind of adopting this idolization, but I keep hearing them as different names of groups. It's almost like they keep changing their name, but they're the same group.
Or Aboriginal American, melanated American Indians, or but and no offense, Sister, but I would like to move on from the Wabo topic because I'm actually talking about something else. This group right here, it's called Matriarch's Trusted Family, and I crossed it out and I put Manny and Mono's Trusted Cult, right? And I said on top it says, high control groups or cults, friends who try to control who you're friends with are not your friends, right? This is the way of controlling people, and this group here, they have been accused of starting a GoFundMe in order to raise funds, allegedly to donate to the family of a poor child that was, well, I'm sure it's been in the news. Everybody knows. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to dishonor her name in this shameful fucking context. So, but she was a young girl, and she was unfortunately she's passed, right? And her family.
I believe I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
right. So the people involved in this group allegedly now. I think Moni said she had receipts. I don't know if she wanted to come here and show it, but allegedly they were raising funds for that girl's family. But however, they don't know her family. They're not in contact with her family. There'd be no way for them to actually really do that. So it's very fucking suspicious that they're starting to go fund me for it. And if that's not the case, either way, what are they starting to go fund me for? What do they need to be funded for? They're not doing anything. It's a fucking Snapchat group chat. You don't need a fund me to go talk to each other on Snapchat or go on panels with each other on TikTok. So it's just a grift. They're just trying to use indigenous identity to grift people, to scam, and as a reconnecting indigenous person, I find this very offensive. I feel like the people that they're targeting specifically are reconnecting people who are looking for some sort of knowledge or like traditional teachings or medicine. And they're going to, this guy, Manny, he walks around this weird fake regalia and he dresses like a fucking shaman. And, what I'm saying? He's very predatory for these type of people, right? And these are the exact type of people that are going to send him money, give him donations so that he can help them reconnect. But he's not even connected. He disparages his own people. He's supposed to be Mexica, but he's against immigrants from Mexico. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I actually seen that. Like I seen I seen some pretendians posting posters for powwows, and they were charging like $50 a head for people to go to the powwow, which is, I mean, that's not our customs.
Yeah,
But they're wearing these headdresses,
those are wobbles
and they're like,
again, sister. I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about wobbles right now. These guys aren't wobbles. They're not like they are indigenous people. I'll give them that. They're indigenous, but they're reconnecting indigenous people, and they don't have the full knowledge enough to be like anyone's reconnecting guide, and also they can't reconnect.
Sorry, Mateo. She was saying there were pretendians.
Yeah, like pretending.
They weren't wobbles.
Right?
She said there were pretendians charging $50.
Really? Oh, so you mean like just like white people or like black people who claim to be indigenous but aren't?
Right.
No?
yeah,
Or like,
correct.
yeah,
And
Latinos, like us Latinos, just
Well, I mean, if you know what I'm saying, if you have indigenous ancestry, I don't really call those people pretend. To me, pretending is someone who doesn't have any ancestry, any people to reconnect to. They just lie and say they do. And a Wabo is a hate group of people who say that black people are the real Native Americans, so they don't try to connect to anyone either. But they claim they don't have to.
sorry,
So,
I know you don't want to talk about it, but I'm just really trying to clarify because I'm seeing it getting infiltrated into Canada, right? And I'm like trying to educate people. And I know you don't want to talk about this, but from what I'm seeing is the same group, like the FBA, and they wear like chicken feather,
yeah.
friggin'.
I mean, I'm down to talk about that shit. Normally, I'll go in on that shit all day long. I fucking can't stand Wabos, and I give it to their asses all the time. I mean, and we can end up there eventually, but I really want to talk more about this Manny Mono situation and this fucking matriarch's trusted family. I don't know where Native Mamas and Moni went, but I would like to see them come back in here if someone can go get them. I want to see that video that Moni said she had of them trying to get money for. Huh?
I shared the live. I shared the live.
Okay. Thank you. So and then this group of people. Now there's lots of people that have this profile. You'll see that they have this as a profile